voice. Move by the light, make a choice. Listen to my voice. I got something to say.
This is your Resolve to Read daily reading. It's August 12th, and we're reading from the book of Jeremiah. Concerning the prophets. My heart is broken within me. All my bones tremble. I am like a drunken man, like a man overcome by wine. Because of Yahuwah and his holy words. The land is full of adulterers. Because of the curse, the land lies parched, and the pastures in the desert are withered. The prophets follow an evil course and use their power unjustly. Both prophet and priest are godless. Even in my temple I find their wickedness, declares Yahuwah. Therefore, their path will become slippery. They will be banished to darkness, and there they will fall. I will bring disaster on them in the year they are punished, declares Yahuwah. Among the prophets of Samaria, I saw this repulsive thing. They prophesied by Baal and led my people Israel astray. And among the prophets of Jerusalem, I have seen something horrible. They commit adultery and live a lie. They strengthen the hands of evildoers so that no one turns from his wickedness. They are all like Sodom to me. The people of Jerusalem are like Gomorrah. Therefore, this is what Yahuwah Almighty says concerning the prophets. I will make them eat bitter food and drink poisoned water, because from the prophets of Jerusalem, ungodliness has spread throughout the land. This is what Yahuwah Almighty says. Do not listen to what the prophets are prophesying to you. They fill you with false hopes. They speak visions from their own minds, not from the mouth of Yahuwah. They keep saying to those who despise me, Yahuwah says, you will have peace. And to all who follow the stubbornness of their hearts, they say, no harm will come to you. But which of them has stood in the counsel of Yahuwah to see or to hear his word? Who has listened and heard his word? See, the storm of Yahuwah will burst out in wrath, a whirlwind swirling down on the heads of the wicked. The anger of Yahuwah will not turn back until he fully accomplishes the purposes of his heart. In days to come, you will understand it clearly. I did not send these prophets, yet they have run with their message. I did not speak to them, yet they have prophesied. But if they had stood in my counsel, they would have proclaimed my words to my people and would have turned them from their evil ways and from their evil deeds. Am I only a God nearby, declares Yahuwah, and not a God far away? Can anyone hide in secret places so that I cannot see him? Declares Yahuwah. Did not I fill heaven and earth? Declares Yahuwah. I have heard what the prophets say, who prophesy lies in my name. They say, I had a dream. I had a dream. How long will this continue in the hearts of these lying prophets who prophesy the delusions of their own minds? They think the dreams they tell one another will make my people forget my name, just as their fathers forgot my name through Baal worship. Let the prophet who has a dream tell his dream, but let the one who has my word speak it faithfully. For what has straw to do with grain, declares Yahuwah? Is not my word like fire, declares Yahuwah, and like a hammer that breaks a rock in pieces? Therefore, declares Yahuwah, I am against the prophets who steal from one another words supposedly from me. Yes, declares Yahuwah, I am against the prophets who wag their own tongues and yet declare, Yahuwah declares. Indeed, I am against those who prophesy false dreams, declares Yahuwah. They tell them and lead my people astray with their reckless lies. Yet I did not send or appoint them. They do not benefit these people in the least, declares Yahuwah. When these people or a prophet or a priest ask you, what is the oracle of Yahuwah? Say to them, what oracle? I will forsake you, declares Yahuwah. If a prophet or a priest or anyone else claims, this is the oracle of Yahuwah, I will punish that man and his household. This is what each of you keeps on saying to his friend or relative. What is Yahuwah's answer? Or what has Yahuwah spoken? But you must not mention the oracle of Yahuwah again, because every man's own word becomes his oracle. And so you distort the words of the living God, Yahuwah Almighty, our God. This is what you keep saying to a prophet. What is Yahuwah's answer to you? Or what has Yahuwah spoken? Although you claim this is the oracle of Yahuwah, this is what Yahuwah says, you use the words, this is the oracle of Yahuwah, even though I told you, you must not claim this is the oracle of Yahuwah. Therefore, I will surely forget you and cast you out of my presence, along with the city I gave to you and your fathers. I will bring upon you everlasting disgrace, everlasting shame that will not be forgotten. This is the word of Yahuwah. Thanks be to God.